understandings, demonstration of strong school spirit, involvement in school-based and/or community-based projects. And I think that sums up Gracie. We look for it.
First of all, is one of you three filming this?
One is.
Okay, good.
Yes, excellent.
Just gotta make sure. 5 people wanted to see it. Good evening, Principal Mayhew, trustees, faculty members, family, friends, and fellow graduates of 2018. Today is a day to be thankful, to be inspired, and to say goodbye. Over the last 4+ years at Hayden Park, we have learned a lot. Let's review, shall we? Mr. Patnick taught us how to find the hypotenuse of a fish. Ms. Robb taught us that you can somehow turn the topic of social media into an English report on Kim Kardashian. And Mr. Thomas, to quote Mr. Thomas, Jennifer, Mr. Thomas would to call everyone Jennifer. Stacy, oh, do you mean me, Gracie? And Mr. Thomas would say, we're gonna get a fishnet, and we're gonna put it on your head, and we're gonna go into the kitchen, and we're gonna dance. And all this knowledge will be no doubt valuable as we go forward in life. But I think the most important thing that we have learned over the last 4 years is no matter what happens in life, it's possible not only to get through it, but to learn from it. How? The staff and teachers at Hayden Park provided all of us guidance, patience, and the best of themselves every day over the past 4 years. An example for me is the amazing support from Ms. Grimbley, in which she spoke of, or I don't think she did. You forgot something.
What did I forget?
In grade 11, she arranged for me and another student to go to a week-long art program at Harborfront.
I knew I forgot that.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Which made a real impact on me. All these people around that came here to support you tonight, they have in some way helped you get through it. At the beginning, we all deny the help. You know, we're teenagers and we don't want help. As Ms. Rosehart spoke about Denasia. But once we realize that we need the help, we practically beg for it. And once we take that help that is given, we aren't afraid to ask for help anymore. With this help, it prepares us for the real world, after high school. It also teaches us to offer our help to others. When people help, they aren't giving you the answer, they are helping you find the answer. So who are you guys gonna call on now that you're grads? We won't have our amazing Hayden Park staff and teachers, but if you are going to college or a job or whatever, you will have a lot of the same support as we have here. Of course, we all have our family, friends, and trusted adults to rely on, and also, let's not forget each other. Moving on to new things is sometimes scary, but the people at Hayden Park have taught us to ask for help, accept help, and offer help to others. Okay, enough sappiness. Let's talk about what big things happened these past years. Camp Kawartha, Canada 150, Student Council, Spirit Days, sports events, pizza lunches, and Hayden sleepovers, and bake sales, and many others. Our Canada 150 event was super fun. The fondest memory of that was me and my friend Charity got into a cake fight. If you ever want to, it's very fun. I strongly recommend it. Also, it's always super cool to see everyone in their PJs supporting Hayden spirit. Camp Kawartha is always a big hit at our school. I remember we were doing some kind of race thing and we had rotations. One of the activities was Mr. Strasberg put on a feather boa and a wacky hat and tried to make us laugh. And it worked. For me, it was always great to come into school and see what wacky outfit our former vice principal, Mrs. Regan, had on. If you look at the bright side of all these memories, prove that these past 4 years of high school weren't all that bad. Finally, I'd like to hear a big thanks to all of our teachers, administrations and staff, parents, and I'd like to give a shout out to my mom for all of her support trying to get me out the door so I won't be late, but I still end up being late every single day. I know that we're going to kick butt in whatever it is we do, and I know that all of us are going to look back on our time at Hayden Park with much appreciation. I'm going to leave you off with a quote, a final thought going forward, a quote from Ellen DeGeneres. And this kind of goes along with all the quotes that everybody else has said, with the path and stuff. She said, "Follow your passion, stay true to yourself, never follow someone else's path, unless if you are lost and you're in the woods and you see a path, then by all means you should follow that." Thank you.